Show me the size of your enemies and I will show you how big you are. There will come a day, some of you will wish they had broken you even more. Be seated, please. It's a matter of time. It's a matter of... Today is a problem. You are crying because of brokenness. Something happened to me. Wait until some of us come. We know how to inspect. Somebody who knows, who understands mining, will look for a place, will look for a seam, will look for a reef that has had multiple episodes of brokenness. And it will be declared even as a national resource. Right now, as you get persecuted, understand that your glory is rising. Your value is going up. Now, I've shown you two places where to find the gold. You find it in the river. How high is the river? Low. Lowest places. And when you get into the ground, you find the gold in the reef. The one that's broken carries most of the gold. Are you listening to me? Be seated, please. Today, if you're going to build a house, for the house to be very expensive, you require expensive materials. It is the material that you use that will result in the value of the property that you build. Marble is very expensive. You can pay up to $500, $600 per square foot. Any other stone with no experience, it can cost you maybe $70. Why marble? It's a metamorphic rock. It was once a different rock. What you see today is not what it was yesterday. It was once a limestone. And then it got subjected to heat. It became a marble as a result of its reaction to pressure. How you react, how you respond to heat. And all of a sudden, because of what the marble, what the rock went through, the value of the rock goes up. Because of what you'd have experienced. So the marble is going to glory in tribulations. Had it not been for the heat, I wouldn't be in palaces today. Isn't that what the Bible declares, that a spider that works with his hands is in king's palaces today? A spider. That's your Bible.
Proverbs 30 verse 28.
Yes.
The spider taketh hold with her hands and is in king's palaces.
You want to go to the state house, you have to make a booking. There must be you go through a lot before you're cleared. I'm telling you tonight, there are spiders as we speak. There are rats in palaces. There are cockroaches in every palace. These other creatures, they seem to know how to find their way into prominent places. But the writer is saying, as long as the spider knows how to work with his hands, don't call them legs, hands. It was not because the spider had legs to walk into the palace. The spider had hands. You can work your way into the palace if you know how to work with your hands. Marble is in the house as we speak. Most of the rocks are experiencing the cold as we speak. Why? Because the rest of the rocks, they were not willing to go through tribulation that was meant for a short season. Granite is there, but we have marble, and it's more expensive. So every marble that you'll find has a history to tell. I went through a lot. I was not like this. So this is what is going to happen. So coming out of this camp meeting, and you are going back, there's no way we can come back here and we see you the same way that you are today. Can I do to someone here? Sit down. Sit down. Sit down. Sit down. Why should we glory? Why should I glory? Prophet, what kind of a message is this? Why should I glory in tribulations? Because now I know what it works. I'm celebrating, I'm rejoicing over what I'm going through because now I know. Before, I used to pray against these things. But now that I know, I rejoice and I glory. The more they persecute, the more I increase. Have you ever wondered why Jesus said, never should you cast your pearls before swine? When he said, don't cast your pearls before swine, I understand both the figurative explanation or even the spiritual meaning of the text. But why would Jesus say, do not cast your pearls before swine? And he tells you what the swine are going to do to the pearls. Now, follow me on something here. Follow. Attention, please, attention. He's not even calling those pearls. He's not saying, do not cast the pearls of an oyster before the swine. You know an oyster? Huh? You know that kind of a fish with shells. That's where you find what? Pearls. And he's not saying you don't cast their pearls before this. He's saying your pearls before swine. Follow me. Yes. Follow me. There is no pearl that you will find. There is no oyster. If you're going to get into the sea, into the river, and if you're ever going to find an oyster with a pearl was the oyster's reaction to an infection. When something gets into the body of the oyster, even a grain of sand, that becomes a foreign body. And when that thing starts to irritate the oyster is going to react, not in form of tears. The fluid is called nacre. Now, when you see a pearl, pearls are expensive. Some have been sold on the market on auction for 5 million. I know another one for 20 million. It was not man-made. It was made by an oyster which had an affliction.